Before I do the unboxing, I just wanted to say hopefully you had a very good holiday, and if you're watching this right when it uploads or the day it uploads, so hopefully you also have a very good New Year's. Going to be starting new 2021. We do have the Solaris coming out 2021, so I'm just going to show you the box as far as how this looks, and hopefully you can let me know as far as what you think as far as the presentation, what it looks like. So this is going to be the outer box. Shipping label is going to be slapped to the bottom of the box, so that's going to be how it's going to come. There's going to be the inner box, and I'm thinking about putting all of the stuff in the bottom of the box more so than inside the outer one. The reason for that is this is going to be how it will be. So if I put it on top and it bounces around, I'm thinking that the card might get damaged. Let me know as far as what you think about it. But this is one of the prototypes, so I didn't get the production one yet, but you will have also the pocket pen, which is custom printed with the Orion knives and the logo, but this is probably going to be this way as well. There. So, but that's going to be what it looks like when you get it in your hands. For all the folks that are backers, also the backer page is up, so if you want to buy any of the accessories that you missed out on, do that. And then after the backers are fulfilled, then I'm going to be opening it up to general sales. So if you are looking for that, go over to orionknives.com and then you can go and actually sign up for the mailing list, and then you can be updated when that does happen and pick up your own Orion Solaris as well. But let's get to it. Also, places, we have a new knife from Cutlery Lover. This is, I think, his third or fourth collaboration with Bastion Gear. So it depends on whether you put this one or the one that's the motorcycle tank looking one as a third or fourth. But this one came in, and then we'll see what it looks like, what it is in hand. I think this one's running 7CR if I remember correctly on it. So you do have the box here. There are only 250 of each made, so I did pick up one of them to check out and see what Bastion is doing. Bastion does some pretty decent work for some of them. Some of them are not so great, but some are pretty good. So he had also a integral that came out through them, but this one is numbered as well. So let's see also what number I pick up. This one is the CLB1. So basically Cutlery Lover Blade 1. So if he has other ones that he doesn't have a specific name for, then there'll be CLB 2, 3, however long he goes about doing it. So that one is the logo right there, foil printed on top. Standard box for them. You have a little coating on there, a foam, and then the hard foam on the inside, and then nothing else in the box. So that's what it is here. You got that foam there. So that's what it comes in. A little plastic baggie. So this is the first one. The clip, when I saw it on his Instagram and the YouTube side, that's a huge clip. So we'll see how that holds up and how that works. But I just thought it was a really big clip. So I'm not too sure how that's going to feel in hand, and then we'll see how that is when I check it out. But there's going to be how everything looks here. A little bit of oil on it. So it's going to be a G10 handle scale, and then going to have the thumb studs as far as deployment. So deployment side, yep, very nice. So it's going to be a full flat grind. So this is going to be the blade there. So I have number, if you can see it, 211 of 250. So probably not the ideal number. Most people go for like the low numbers, 1 through 10s, the 250. But you don't have a choice. So I have 211 of 250 as far as a knife. And then you have the signature on the back side. So that's what you get there. I don't think they have the notions for steel type. No, they do not. So that's one thing that I just like having it there. I mean, it's just something to have and show as far as what type of steel you're actually running. It's not, I guess it's not super important, but I think it's kind of a good thing to have on there. So it actually deploys really well. Already I do get, just from flipping it, I get the little pocket clip, which is kind of where my hand normally grabs onto. So I'm getting that pocket clip right there. So that's not ideal for me, but this is where, oops. So that's what it has here. So we'll do some measurements and everything for the knife too, to see what we end up with. So we're going to have pretty much from that top point. So 3.51 for that total length. And then you're going to have a handle of 4.5. So it's pretty much the ratio that a lot of people like, and a lot of people want kind of that inch difference. So 3.5 to 4.5. So that works out pretty well. So in hand, it's noticeable for the clip. So that, I think that's probably the biggest thing that I have right now, because I think that blade's very handsome as far as how this looks. It'll probably perform pretty well. Angle looks pretty good on it, but the clip side, it's, yeah, I think that's probably the part that I don't like the most so far. And then we'll kind of see how this one feels in pocket. Sorry, we'll see how this feels in pocket, or looks in pocket. That's going to be what it looks like there. So performs pretty well though. You know, the pocket's pretty decent. Has an audible sound when it pops out of your pocket. So if it does pop out when you do not intend it to, as long as you're not in a noisy area, you'll hear that and know to pick up your knife because it fell on the ground. But overall, I mean, it seems like a pretty nice setup for it. And we'll see what we have for behind the edge thickness on this one. So about 0.20 for that. So it's going to be about 5 sheets of paper for this one here. And then blade stock thickness is going to be 2.72 millimeters, which also isn't bad. And you do have the weight of 3.5, so this is pretty good setup for 3.5 ounces. So the size wise, you're going to be looking at between different knives here. This is going to be the pair 3. You have the bug out, not bug out. You got the rat 2. Bug out is somewhere around here. I don't know where I put it. Oh, there it is. So bug out is up here. And then you have the Solaris. So overall, I mean, it's really quite a good setup, and everything's out of frame there, but it's quite a good setup for the knife. This is a downward shot, so things should be pretty well proportioned as far as what that looks like in comparison to the other knives. Not bad at all. 3.5 is going to be about 17 quarters and a penny. So if you have that available, you can kind of bust that out, see what it feels like in hand for yourself. And then we can also bring out the chart for it. So this is going to be what it's going to look like for hand size wise. Let's get it in frame there. So for adult male hand, this is going to be kind of the sizing you're looking at. So it's going to be pretty much taking up the whole palm area. So that's going to be a pretty good setup. And then you're going to have the adult women's hand, which is going to be pretty much a forefinger as well. So a larger male hand's probably going to drop off. Maybe your pinky's going to be falling off a little bit. Women's hands, for the most part, these are going to be pretty decent. This is going to be kind of a general glove sizing for that chart. But overall, it looks pretty good. Feels pretty good for deployment. See if it spicy flicks. Yes, it does. So yeah, I think it's a pretty nice one. And for 30 bucks, I think they did a good job. But yeah, G10, good blade shape and everything. So good job on this one. I'll see how it works, see how it holds up. If you have any questions about it, let me know as well. But that is about all I have to say about that one today.